The 58th ASEAN Foreign Ministers meeting took place in Kuala Lumpur this week. Why was this conference so important, and why is it key for our futures? Well, we live in an increasingly volatile global landscape, and as a result, people coming together to chart our path forward is always of significant concern. Over 4 days, ASEAN's top diplomats tackled issues from trade tensions to regional conflicts. Economic cooperation was front and centre. With US tariffs casting a shadow, Malaysia's Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim urged Southeast Asia to act with purpose, to trade more among themselves and strengthen internal integration. Inflation and stagnant wage growth are among growing concerns in the region. As such, ASEAN leaders have faced a crucial litmus test, not just this week, but as we move forward into the future.
So for ASEAN, the economic security test is a very crucial one to pass and to build progress on here during this week, because popular support in this region is very much intertwined and heavily influenced by economic sentiments on the ground, right? So for instance, cost of living and wage growth, things that are very much related to trade and foreign direct investment.
In fact, the ministers agreed to upgrade ASEAN's free trade agreements and speed up new initiatives like a digital economy framework. On regional security, ASEAN presented a united front. The bloc reaffirmed Southeast Asia as a nuclear weapon-free zone and made a breakthrough. China will sign on to ASEAN's 1995 treaty without reservations. Russia also indicated a willingness to sign on to the same treaty, with procedures to begin soon. The ministers also welcomed progress on a code of conduct for the South China Sea, pushing for an agreement to ease tensions in the hotly contested waters. Diplomacy and human rights were prominent themes. The foreign ministers jointly condemned ongoing violence in Myanmar, urging the military junta to halt attacks on civilians and pursue peaceful dialogue. Notably, the summit became a stage for great power engagement. It was attended by US Secretary of State Marco Rubio, China's Wang Yi, and Russia's Sergei Lavrov, among others. Rubio and Wang even sat down in a rare sideline meeting, with ASEAN serving as neutral ground where rivals can talk. It was also suggested that Trump himself may make an appearance at the October summit, but much still remains unclear.
And while the optics of dialogue were significant, Kuala Lumpur appears intent on something deeper.
In my mind, Malaysia will focus on deliverables over just dialogue this year and try to mobilize EAS members to coalesce around a common and shared denominator. Keeping in mind our chairmanship theme, it makes most sense to focus on climate, environment and energy cooperation, which of course is a shared challenge and priority of all EAS members.
With shifting power balances, economic uncertainty and climate imperatives on the line, the region is making a calculated pivot from dialogue to delivery. And all eyes will be on Kuala Lumpur this October to see if Southeast Asia can turn ambition into action. Hannah Kam, FMT.